My greatest joy at this time is to share the miracle that I have received. The miracle is the insight that our feelings are our children and that we have the formula, the built-in formula of the breath to breastfeed them, to breastfeed all of our feelings, to satisfy and secure them, that we have the means in the form of our breath to satisfy all of our feelings of sadness, that all that we have to do to satisfy all of our feelings of sadness is to quietly recognize them when they turn up and to breathe on them. Give them the breath formula because that's the only formula that can satisfy our feelings. When the feeling of fear springs up in our consciousness, what does it call for? It's calling for the milk of the breath. And all that we have to do to satisfy all of our fears, doesn't matter where they're coming from, what they're about, what kind of news they're bringing to us, the formula is the same. Sit quietly or find a corner, find a sacred space, find a quiet place. And just like how a mother would cuddle her just awakened baby, which is crying out for food, and put that breast in its mouth, so you put that breast of the breath, you breathe for that feeling. You give the attention that feeling needs with the breath. And before long, that feeling will either go to sleep, go off to play, but for sure it's going to be satisfied and it's going to be secure. There's nothing nicer than a feeling, than the feeling of satisfaction, the feeling that it is satisfied, the feeling that it is secure. When the feeling of anger turns up, people talk about anger management. The only thing that you need to do with your anger is to breastfeed it. Take the time out. Take the time necessary. Go quietly in a corner or in a space where you're not disturbed. And like the mother, take that angry feeling, put that breath formula, put that bottle of breath fuel, of breath milk into its mouth, cuddle it, let it feel the security that only your breath can provide it with. Remind it that it is the self-sequencing breath, spirit, God, that it is its plasma frequencies, that it is its stardust, that it has all of the properties of the cosmos available to it in the form of the next breath. And breathe quietly. Breathe calmly. Breathe, because you are the master of your anger. You are the parent of your anger. You are the guardian of your anger. And you have the means and the ways whereby you can secure your anger. All you have to do is feed it with your breath. Knowing that your breath has all of the nourishment that your sadness, our anger, our fear needs, knowing that our breath is the perfect formula, knowing that all that we have to do is to take the time, give the attention that it requires, that the feeling needs, and take the time to give it. Give it. Feed your feelings with your breath. Breastfeed them. Feed them. Sometimes what the feeling needs is food. Well, breath has a pantry of food. The whole earth is a breath pantry of food. To feed who? To feed your feelings. Maybe it's a change of image. Your breath has all of the resources needed to change your image of who you think you are. So feed your breath, feed your images on the breath. Remind it that it's breath. Because all of your images, fragrances, textures, tastes, and sounds are features, feelings, emojis, emotions of your breath. And they're all streaming from the same source, the one breath cosmos, which is breathing and pulsating and feeding all of your feelings right now. It's your resource base, your source of all of the energies that your breath, that your feelings are looking for. And now we come face to face with the fact of ourselves as our feelings and are reassured by the fact that our breath is a formula that will satisfy and secure all of our feelings. Our feelings are our children, and we are in a cosmos that is supplying us with a breath that will satisfy all of our feelings. We are never without the support of our breath, of our cosmos. And that's all that our feelings are calling for. Breastfeed your feelings now. If you want to feel happy, healthy, wealthy, free, wise, and sweet, for you have your formula that will satisfy the need of every feeling that you will ever have in the here and now. So go in peace, go in joy, singing your chorus, I love my breath as me, and I love my breath as you, and I love my breath as me and you. I do, I do, I do. For I am my physical breath now. I am my physical breath now. I am my physical breath now. I am, and so are you. I am, and so are you. I am, and so are you. I am my physical breath now. I am my physical breath now. I am my physical breath now. I am, and so are you. And the more we breathe consciously together, together, together. Yes, the more we breathe consciously together, together, together. Oh, the more we breathe consciously together, it's a happier, healthier, wealthier, freer, wiser, sweeter we will feel. For your breath is my breath, and my breath is your breath. And the more we breathe consciously, feeding our feelings, which are our breath milk, feeding our feelings or feelings with our breath milk, the happier, healthier, wealthier, freer, wiser, and sweeter we will feel. And so, for I am, I am, I am, I am, I am my breath of paradise. You are, you are, you are, you are. You are your breath of paradise. We are, we are, we are, we are. We are our breath of paradise. We are, we are, we are, we are. We are our breath of paradise. And that is our formula for feeding all of our children, all of our feelings who are our children. We cannot outsource responsibility for feeding our children to anyone else, for they come to us because we have given them their birth. Know that you have the means and the resources to feed all of your children. And unlike Mother Hubbard, who had so many children she didn't know what to do, we know what to do. We know we have to breastfeed them if we're going to satisfy and secure them. We're not going to send our children hungry to bed because we have the means to feed them. They cannot exhaust the supply of breath that you have available to you because you are the cosmos. You are the spirit. You are the breath. You are the God. You are the plasma frequencies. You are the stardust. You are your children. And you love them.